Hello everyone, this is Trexrazor today, and today I'm going to be doing a review of a fantastic film by Kaijuzilla621, an amazing YouTuber. He makes really good films. I'll put a link to his channel in the description, not to the movie, just the channel in general. You should be able to find the movie by the title. So yeah, it's got 4 parts. No, 3, and it's the 5th movie of his saga. This is the finale of his saga, but he's going to be making another saga. And that way, I don't know how to put that. He calls them chapters, not sagas, but I don't know. But yeah, so this is like a really fantastic film, and I want to get right into the review. So first, to start off, this is the 5th movie. So all the movies in the past he's made are connected to this one. Godzilla, God of Monsters, I think. Godzilla vs. Zilla. Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. Godzilla vs. Zilla has the most to do with the film. So yeah, we're just gonna get right on to it. So I'm just gonna be skimming through it. I'm just going to be skimming through the movie while we do this review. I'm trying to look at the first scene, but it won't start up for me. Give me a second. Yeah, so while this... Okay, it's downloading. So first off, I think it's on Mars. I'm pretty sure it's on Mars. You get this scene. It's like a utopia. It's like not utopia, but it's like this giant city, alien city. And these aliens, they're getting ready to they're like, we gotta take over Earth. It's like, we have to kill the Godzilla, but what are we going to kill him with? And then they're like, we've been working on this weapon for 12 years, Commander. That's what they're talking about. They're like, we're going to use this to kill Godzilla. And then that's when you get this scene, and it says it's the most powerful weapon they ever created, so you're like, what the heck can it be? If you didn't read the title. And then from the loyalty from our workers, we finally built it. So and then it says again, and you're like, what? And then it's talking about 2004. Then you get this really cool scene where they say lights on, and all of a sudden they scan up, and you see the Showa Gigan, the 1972 Gigan, and I thought it was so cool. This scene, it was a really amazing scene. I personally love that scene. That was personally my favorite scene in the whole entire film. Really good job. But after that, after they talk about that, you see the scene where it's all Mars. It's like on Mars, and a giant asteroid comes and blasts them. It's like, watch out! And all of a sudden, all these rocks start falling down. It's on the moon, so they're like, yeah, they're just freaking out. Like, get down! And then you find out that was actually the aliens. The aliens were just appearing. And once they see the aliens, they're like, okay, we gotta get out of here, we're gonna die. So they start making a run for it. They're like, oh god! So they start making a run for it. And the alien's actually really disturbing in this scene. They did a really good job of making them look creepy. Especially because the aliens have these smiles like, hi. It's really creepy. So yeah, sorry I just got cut off right there. But they're start running. They're like, okay, we gotta get out of here. They start running for it, but of course warn the others and start the ship now. Of course, the aliens shoot them down. They're like, shoot them down! And they just they kill the astronauts. Unexpected. But, and I thought they were actually going to escape, because the ship started, they got into the ship to get inside the ship. And the ship was starting to blast off. All of a sudden, Gigan, I think this is what happened. I'm looking through right now. I think Gigan shot his laser. And the spaceship just exploded. Now, I really didn't expect that. I'm like, it's gonna totally survive, but I guess I was wrong. Then after that, you get the scene of the ship. I don't know if it's the USS Reagan, which it refers to a lot. I don't know exactly what ship it is, but that's at least what I think. So you get Ford, the main character, and some other characters. They're all heading towards the conference room inside the battleship. They're talking about, I think, let me check this really quick. I think they're talking about, oh yeah, they're talking about, that they have to leave the ship. They're putting Ford into command. And Ford's like, what the heck? I'm just a random soldier. So, I put him into command, and it's like, we gotta get out of here. We have to go with the army, I think. And I'm sorry if I messed this up a lot, but, yeah, so they put him in command. Also, there's a big earthquake, and they don't know what it is. They're like, ah! Oh, this giant earthquake hits, all the lights go out. But they're like, earthquake? I don't think so. I don't think so. And then they say a meteor hit 2 miles away from where they were. And they're like, what meteor? That can't be true. Okay, after that scene, you guys see on Monster Island. You see, it's just like a little scene. It's what you see King Caesar just walking around. The Bandai Creations one, not the Bandai, because the Bandai sort of sucks now. But you see the Bandai Creations just walking around, and he's destroying a bunch of trees when he's walking around on Monster Island. But I'm sorry, I'm really messing up. Then he meets up with Anguirus. And I think that is, I don't know exactly what they're doing. I think that is like talking or something, I don't know. But and then Baby Godzilla appears, and I really liked how he used his resources to make a Baby Godzilla. I mean, it's like his personal Baby Godzilla, and how they made it ate the plant. It was like really good job on that Kaijuzilla. It really looked cool. Then you see Godzilla, his tail just whaps on the ground. There's a big earth, everything's shaking, and then Godzilla just rises out of the ground. So it reminds me of Mothra vs. Godzilla. But it's a really cool sequence because you see all this debris just fall off Godzilla, and he just stomps on this skull. It looks like it's a really cool scene. And then it says Godzilla. It's like, yeah, that's Godzilla. And he's sitting there with the sun, and then it cuts off. And then you get a scene where they're saying 10 astronauts, and then you get a scene in the comments room when they're talking about how astronauts were killed. And I think it's like aliens or something. They're like, it must have been aliens. There's eyewitnesses that they saw something green and yellow. And they go like, it's most likely, and it had some kind of blade on its hand. And they say that's most likely Gigan. And they're like, what? It's like, what? And all of a sudden it cuts off, and you see a scene where there's a dead shark. This isn't like a bad thing, but I didn't really get why they added that. I think it could make sense because the astronaut, the airplane. I mean, not the airplane, the meteorite. But I'm sorry if that sounded mean, but I didn't really get like why that scene was there. What was that supposed to represent? It's supposed to represent how everything's being destroyed because of the meteorite, or please tell me in the comment, Kaijuzilla. I didn't really get that part. I'm not saying that's bad. Okay, now I get it. It's the aliens. They're starting an alien invasion. I'm sorry. I just saw that because I haven't seen this in a while. I told you. So they're actually starting an alien invasion. So you don't have to tell me in the comments now. I actually get it now. They're actually starting an alien invasion. So everything's being all destroyed. And then you get a scene on Infant Island where you see Mothra. She lands on like this rock or whatever. And then you just see her fly up into the sky, and it's a really cool scene. I'm sorry if I accidentally skipped some scenes because I'm just skimming through this. But so and then Godzilla for the second time you see him. Godzilla's right next to this battleship, and he's coming up. He's like getting ready to destroy it, and then all of a sudden I don't know exactly, but I think Godzilla actually destroys the USS Reagan. I think, but I don't know exactly. But then he goes underneath the water again, as you suspected. It's just a little teeny cutscene. I like how it mainly talks about the humans more than the aliens. It makes it feel like a real Godzilla film. But it still has a lot of monster action, which is pretty cool. So Godzilla rises up, and it's just really cool scene. He's destroying everything. Everyone's like, ah! It's a really cool scene. And then it finishes, and now I'm gonna skim over part 2. Yeah, it's just a really fantastic film. Let me continue. Okay, so and then you get the scene with Mothra and her egg. She's like sitting and protecting her egg, I think. I don't know exactly. And then she starts to like fly up into the air. And then you get a scene in the conference room. I'm going over like every single scene. They say the UFO Gigan and the aliens are gonna take over Earth. We gotta do something. We've been planning to build a weapon. We gotta do it. We have to kill the kaijus. We have to kill them. They can't just destroy everything. And then they say the weapon is called the Acre Bomb 2. Acre Bomb? If you guys didn't know, I don't know exactly where it originated from. I just know that it was in Godzilla vs. Zilla, his film Godzilla vs. Zilla. I don't know exactly if it killed them. I don't know, but yeah, and then the USS Reagan was destroyed, as I said. And then you get a scene where all of a sudden everything goes black, and on the TV, the aliens are like, "Greetings, people of Earth. We are going to take revenge on the monster and the humans. And then we will vanish our population and for the humans." And what? And they're like, he's like, they're gonna take over Earth, and that's basically what they're explaining. And they're like, "What are we gonna do?" That's when I think, yeah, this is one of my favorite parts. This is when you actually see, so people are like, "Ah!" All of them screaming inside the city. All of a sudden you see this building just start crashing down, and you're like, "What the heck's going on?" This building's just starting to get destroyed. Everyone's being toppled by debris, and everyone's being killed. And then, yeah, all these buildings are being destroyed, and you're like, "What the heck's going on?" At least what I think. I didn't exactly remember this part. So yeah, everything's being destroyed. I think it's by the aliens. And then it's like, "Sir, Godzilla's approaching Honolulu. About 2 miles away, sir." And then you see Godzilla. He rises out of the water. And, I mean, Godzilla looks so cool in this film. He looks, the Godzilla that they used, it really was really fit for this film. And then Godzilla comes and starts to go to Honolulu. I think it was the aliens destroying everything. And then he comes to Honolulu and destroying everything. He's destroying all these buildings and everything. And that's when they get into one of my favorite scenes. You see Mothra flying over Godzilla. And then they have a ginormous battle. It's a really cool battle. They're just all fighting. There's monster talk in between. It's like, it's Godzilla. We'll send out Mothra after... We'll send out Gigan after Mothra has done for. So Godzilla and Mothra have a really big battle. It's a really fantastic battle. The scene was like really long. It was like a 5 minute, like maybe longer, like maybe 8 minutes. I don't know exactly, but it was like an 8-minute battle, and it was pretty long. I didn't expect it to be that long. I thought it'd be like Mothra would be dead in 2 seconds. So yeah, that's it for part 2. Now I'm gonna go to part 3, the finale that just came out. Yeah. So yeah, I just love this film, guys. This is personally one of my favorite films I've ever seen. Give me a second. So they say they say Godzilla has defeated Mothra. Mothra's done. And then Godzilla has returned to fight us again. So Godzilla goes back to the sea, and then he comes back up again. And he's destroying under the ship, and all these the main character Captain Ford, he has to jump off the ship, and he's like, "Ah!" Everything's the ship's being destroyed. And then Godzilla comes back to Honolulu and is destroying everything all over again. Even though he already destroyed everything, he's like has to destroy all the rest. Then the aliens come down and they're like getting ready to take over. They go to the Prime Minister, the capital, and they destroy it. They just topple it down. They like arrest all. They don't arrest. They like keep all the main army commanders captive, and then that's when they're talking about releasing the Acre Bomb 2, as I said. The Acre Bomb 2, they're thinking of releasing it. They're like about to release it. And then you see like the Ford and everything, and they're like, "We gotta get to the Capitol building." Ugh. And even though they've just been attacked, so like they're like, "We gotta get over there. We can't let Godzilla destroy more." And then that's when the aliens are like, "Okay, it's okay." And they're like, "Okay, people of Earth, it's time to, you're gonna be taking over, because they have no self-defense anymore. Like, it's time for you to be taken over. Bye-bye Earth, bye-bye humans, but bye-bye." But I actually thought the aliens were gonna win, because they were destroying everything. And that's when, I think, oh yeah, that's when Mothra is actually still alive. And that's because the humans thought she was dead. But Mothra and Godzilla just keep fighting. They have another big battle. It's really cool. And then that's when baby Godzilla from Monster Island actually goes into the sea. To like near like the Honolulu. And then this is one of my favorite scenes. You see Gigan. They're sending up Gigan. So Gigan's just raising on this platform. He's being like sent up to and then in my favorite battle in this film, Mothra versus Godzilla versus Gigan, like I said. The Mothra died pretty easily, I would have to say. It was mainly just Godzilla and Gigan, which I sort of expected that, because I know that it's mainly focusing around them, not really Mothra. Mothra and Godzilla already had a big battle. But it's still a really fantastic fight. Gigan fights Mothra, and it's just really good. And then that's when we get to the scene. Mothra, Godzilla, Mothra is about to die, and then Godzilla blasts fire at Mothra. Mothra explodes. I think she explodes, or she at least dies. So Mothra's like done for. Mothra's dead. But remember, the egg was there. I wonder what that could mean. But so Mothra's dead, and then that's when. So they just keep on battling. It's a brutal battle. It's really cool. It was a really cool battle. I really personally liked it. And that's when they're like, time to send it out. So they get, while they're fighting, they get ready to send out the Acre Bomb, and all this like creepy music's playing. And like there's like Godzilla and Gigan is still fighting. Also, the Acre Bomb is flying down, and then everyone's like running like ah, and all of a sudden everything gets exploded. You see all these white lights going everywhere, a bunch of explosions. It really made it seem like it was a ginormous explosion. They did a really good job with that. And then after that happened, you get a scene where there's a bunch of destruction. It actually looks so cool. It actually looks like a whole entire city got destroyed. I'm not even kidding. It looks so good. And then that's when you just see Baby Godzilla just sitting there, because Baby Godzilla didn't die. He arrives at Honolulu. And he's sitting there, he's like, and then this is a really, really sad scene. You see Godzilla rise out of all this debris, and he's all like wounded, he's like about to die. And then Godzilla's a flashback about his dad and Zilla fighting, because I think they both died. I don't know, but spoiler alert here. Godzilla and Baby Godzilla, they start like talking. They're like, "Don't die, Dad! Don't die!" Because you actually see like these little like words saying what they're saying. They're like, "You're the best son ever," and it was actually a really emotional scene. So, really good job with that. So, and then after that, you get the scene where, they're like crying, and then Gigan comes back to life, and Gigan and Godzilla have the final battle. They're both really wounded. Godzilla tears off Gigan's arm. It's a really awesome battle, I have to say. Godzilla finally kills Gigan. It was a pretty cool battle. Godzilla blasts fire at him. Gigan, it reminds me of Final Wars. His head just came off, and Gigan just fell over. His head came off. But then the sad scene continues, and you see that Godzilla is about to die. He's giving his energy to Baby Godzilla, and he says like, "You're adopted. You're actually Zilla's son." So that's actually giving me some speculation. I wonder what's gonna happen in the next one, if that's actually Godzilla's son. But I guess we'll find out. Yeah, but I mean, like, it's really sad. I actually almost cried in this thing. They did a really good job making it sad. And then Godzilla dies, and Baby Godzilla's like, "No!" Like, Godzilla's like, "Goodbye, you and me, forever." And it was just really sad. And then that's when you get to the final scene of this film. So what happens is that the main character, Ford, he believes in Godzilla's a good guy, actually, even though he destroyed everything. It's because he had like a son and everything. And he's explaining, he's like, let me get to the scene really quick. Okay, it's like saying, Godzilla was not just a monster. He was the biggest defender of Earth. He was also a father. And it's talking about how all these good things about Godzilla. And then at the very end, the very, very last thing you hear, it's all in red, and you see Godzilla is the king of the monsters. All of a sudden, everything goes black, and the credits start to roll. And then throughout the credits, you see scenes of Zilla and Godzilla. Zilla. But right when Godzilla was dying, I think it's Zilla. Godzilla was dying. And so GMK, which is in the film, GMK as a little baby, just walking around, and with his dad. And his dad, I don't know exactly what happened, guys. I'm sorry about this, Kaijuzilla. But yeah, the credits roll, and at the very end, you get the scene where you hear Godzilla roar, like the 2014. And you see this really weird scene where everything's all like orange color, and you just see Godzilla, like GMK Baby Godzilla, just looking around, and you're like, what the heck? So that's really it for the summary. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is the end of the review. So all in all, this film is a very fantastic film. Really recommend it. Battles are worth it. The actual humans take a really good part into the film. They actually make it feel like it's actually like a Godzilla film. It actually personally feels like a Godzilla film. And I personally love this film. So yeah, that's really it. I hope you guys enjoyed this film. This review. Kaijuzilla621. I'm really hoping you enjoyed this. It's a really fantastic, really fantastic film. I give it a perfect 10 out of 10. Nothing wrong with it. It's a fantastic film. Really good for an amateur filmmaker, as myself, as him, as just everyone. Yeah, so really fantastic film, and really good job. One of the best fan films you can find out there. So I hope you guys enjoy it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.